everybody, welcome to Shooting Stars. Today Thomas and I are going to read a story to you from our very special book. Do you remember what it's called? The story book that we get all the stories about Jesus and God in. Do you remember what the book's called?
No.
No? Look, it's a very special book. It's the Bible. Yay! Do you remember? The Bible. So this is our Bible with stories for children. And today, our story is going to be all about a man who builds his house on the rock. Here is a man. He's looking for a place to build a house. He climbs up to the top of a big grey rock. Here is a good place.
Mummy.
Oh dear. Let's listen to the story, Tom. The man begins to build his house. It is hard work.
Can't see.
He puffs and he pants.
Yes, I can.
He puffs and he pants.
I can see it.
You can see it.
I can
He
see
puffs
it
and he
in
pants. Should we puff and we pant? And he grunts and he groans. All day until the work is done. Just in time, he says. It looks like rain. The rain pours down and the lightning flashes. The thunder booms. The water washes around the house and splashes the rock. The rock stays firm. The man was wise to choose the rock. Here's another man. He wants to build a house too. I want it now and I want it quick. This place will do, he says. He builds his house down on the sand. This won't take long, he says, and he whistles while he works. His house is done. He goes inside and shuts the door. A raindrop drips onto his nose. Oh dear. The rain pours down, the lightning flashes, the thunder booms, and the water rushes through the house and splashes at his knees. The sand is washed away and the house falls flat. The foolish man was wrong to build on sand. Jesus says, I am like the wise man's rock. If you trust me, I'll never let you down. So isn't that a lovely story? If you trust Jesus, he'll never let you down. Anybody remember the song that we sang in Shooting Stars about the wise man who builds his house upon the rock? It goes like this. The wise man builds his house upon the rock. The wise man builds his house upon the rock. The wise man builds his house upon the rock. And the rain came tumbling down. And the rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up. But the house on the rock stood firm. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. And the rains came tumbling down. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. And the house on the sand fell flat. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed our story and our little song. Remember, when you're going about your everyday playing and when times are perhaps feeling a bit tricky for you, remember that Jesus is there for you. He is your rock. So it's goodbye from us and we'll see you soon. Bye.